Hello everyone. It's no surprise that with the school year about to begin, chapters everywhere are preparing to execute their summer preparation ideas and gear up for yet another exciting year of PRSSA. My name is Taylor Terrell, Chapter President of the Georgia Southern University chapter of PRSSA, and joining me today is Lauren Gray, our 2012-2013 National PRSSA President. So Lauren, thank you so much for joining me today at Centennial Olympic Park in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. This could not have been a better time to talk about PRSSA initiatives and also how to move forward in the chapter for this year.
It is. I'm really excited to be here and to talk to you guys in your chapter.
Oh, awesome. So let's just jump into it. You've held many leadership positions, including chapter president for your personal chapter, vice president of public relations, and now you're the national president. So what are some of your expectations for leaders in chapters across America and around the globe in PRSSA?
Well, I always expect our chapter presidents to really set an example for their chapters. I think, really being involved with your chapter, being enthusiastic, being happy at meetings, and one of the biggest problems some of our chapters have is, members really feel like they might not belong sometimes because of cliques in chapters.
Right.
And so the leaders really need to set the example and, kind of talk to everyone and make everyone feel welcome. And just embrace everyone and no differences, and let everyone know what they can bring to the chapter. And sometimes some presidents might think that it's about them, or it's about what they can do for the chapter, but they kind of forget what our members can do for our society and for our chapter too. So I think those are a few things I really expect of our leaders to embrace, be enthusiastic, be knowledgeable of our industry, know what's going on, and be a resource for the members. Just like I try to be a resource all the time, it's important to really support your chapter and support your members.
I agree. It's definitely important to support your chapter and utilize members' skills as well as, the exec board or advisors. So, as you know, it can be consuming, time consuming, and even stressful, being on the exec board or being a leader or just even a member inside PRSSA, because there's so much going on, throughout the year.
Yeah.
So what are your top 5 tips for, having a successful year?
Well, I think the first thing is good communication, which starts with finding out how your members and how your e-board communicates, whether it's via email, Facebook, Google Groups, Google Hangouts, something. You need to come together to figure out the best way to communicate, because once that communication goes out the window, so does everything else. For kind of getting organized, I really recommend finding out everyone's schedule and what's the best time to meet, because if you're having meetings on a Sunday night at 10 o'clock, who's gonna come to that?
Sure,
so you need to really kind of revolve around your members and figure out their schedules, as well as figure out those platforms they're communicating on. Third, I would say come up with a really good campaign plan, come up with a promotional plan, to get your chapter out there, whether it's press releases, talking to your local campus media, social media, anything like that. Make sure that you're promoting your chapter. Number 4, I would say really find out about your members' interest and what they're interested in, because you can have all these things. You can have a communication plan and you can have the meetings at the right time, but if you don't have good content, you're not going to get them to keep coming back. So really coming together and really finding out what kind of things they're interested in and what they want to learn about for the semester really helps. And then number 5, having fun. Everyone needs to have fun. One of my favorite things is just to go to Starbucks, get some coffee, take my iPad.
Caffeinated.
Yeah, stay caffeinated. Just do and what's fun, and really talk to members, get everyone together, go bowling, go get some pizza, just have something like that. Get out of the chapter setting and just go have fun.
All right, so Lauren, briefly before we get into membership benefits, there's a lot of buzz on the chapter Google groups for presidents, as well as Twitter, social media, about how to get or how to maintain recruitment, how to start it, how to even implement it at that. So what are some ideas as far as recruitment, some creative ideas that maybe your chapter has used in the past, or something that chapters can use to recruit?
You never know who might be interested in communications, and when you sell your chapter, you're not just selling public relations, you're selling inexperience and communications, and so that's really important to remember, is it's not just about PR, but it's about, you know, how we can all better ourselves through branding, communications, journalism, marketing, anything that our industry kind of revolves around.
So how can we use social media with the recruitment process?
So one of the first things to remember about recruiting with social is that your fans and the people you want to recruit don't like you yet on Facebook and they don't follow you yet on Twitter. And so just broadcasting things out there might not be the best way to go about it at first. You really have to, you know, put your name out there and really get the members in first to, you know, get them to start following you and start liking you on Facebook and all these things. And so then I think one of the best things to do once you do get them to your social media is to give them reminders, give them updates, be a resource for industry news, and really just be engaging on your channels. And, you know, just know, hey, we missed you this week. If you know, if you missed someone.
I was at the leadership rally. I believe Brandy and you were hosting a session, and it was talking about diversity works. That was the hashtag that we use for diversity within the PRSSA chapter in the society. Can you please talk more about that?
Yes, so one of our initiatives is diversity, and just like I said, you know, not just revolving around public relations, but, you know, getting a different perspective with the marketing, business, journalism. And another thing, it's really important to know not to judge members as soon as they walk into the room, because when people look at me, they're like, oh, this short white female. But in reality, while I may be short, you know, I'm not just white. I have a lot of Indian in me. I have some Irish. You know, I come from
different identities.
Yeah, I have all kinds of different things going on. And, you know, you never know where a person comes from, what they're dealing with, or, you know, how much it took for them to come to this meeting where they might not know people. And so one of our things that we talk about with diversity is, you know, really trying to understand where your members come from, understand their strengths. We had some people at the leadership rally who were art majors. A lot of them could play instruments. We had some athletes. We have all kinds of people, and really understanding that, and, you know, understanding the difference between culture and then what diversity is, and then what everything that we're revolving around really is.
What are some of the initiatives and changes that this year's committee will bring?
So already we have ceased the publication of Forum in print format. We are only going to have that online this year. So that's a really big difference, because it's the first time since the PRSSA was started that, you know, Forum is not being printed. So we are going to have that online only, and with the money that we are saving from that, we are going to focus on an improved internship center and really giving back to our chapter members through other financial assistance, through grants and more scholarships and things like that. So I'm really excited about helping our members more. So, and those are two of the things that have changed already. Some of the other things we are working on is a better focus on ethics, diversity, and advocacy this year. So we would really like our chapters to really be involved with the Ethics Month, you know, promoting diversity and advocacy within their chapters. You know, we're always interested in high school outreach and community college outreach, because to be an accredited PRSSA chapter, you know, you have to be a university, not a community college. And so really reaching out to community colleges to get some people who are interested in PR in your chapter can be a really good thing. And then, you know, reaching out to high school students to let them know about public relations.
Thank you so much for coming out and speaking to us about, you know, PRSSA and the initiatives. So many great resources and tips can be found utilizing, you know, our exec board and our committees and our national committee. So with that being said, can you tell everybody where they can email you at, or where they can tweet you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at Lauren K. Gray, and you can email me at laurenkgray and then the number 2@gmail.com.
Remember to log on to prssa.org for more information with helpful tips and resources. And if you would like to socialize with PRSSA, find them on Facebook /PRSSA National, or tweet them PRSSA National. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and have a successful year.